Hey guys, so we're on Hero Hayes video. It says Japanese voice actors versus English voice actors. So we're looking at the voice of Paimon in Genshin Impact. They go by they them pronouns, so they consider themselves non-binary. Um, but this I think this person really encompasses what is wrong with Western society. Now, I will state I have nothing but respect for all voice actors. When it comes to the trade itself, the voice acting, being able to manipulate your voice to create some of the most amazing voices, nothing but respect. But the people themselves, when they're doing this stupid shit, yeah, I'm gonna have something to say. So this just shows that Americans or just Westerners seem to think that they know better than the people who are creating these characters. So Paimon is a uh, character in Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is a game made in China. So this woman seems to think she knows more than the people who created the character who she voices. So first we have, and yes, Paimon is a child. They say themselves they are not an adult. They are a child. Apparently teenagers don't exist in her world. And let me get this out there. In Genshin Impact, a child. So we have Klee. Now Klee is an actual child. I think her age is like 8. Um, but because of the longevity of her race, her mom Alice is 50, 60, 70 years old, but she looks like she's maybe 20. The Archon we're about to meet in Sumeru, I think next month, Lesser Lord Kusanali. She's the youngest of the Archons. She's about 500 years old, and she appears to be a child. So in Genshin Impact, we know Paimon is not a child. We know Paimon's been around for a while. So a case of the American voice actor thinking she knows better than the people who created it. We also there's another one apparently where she says that Paimon's pronouns and gender and whatever is they them or non-binary. Paimon refers to herself as Paimon, like, oh yeah, Paimon's really scared and blah blah blah. But when she does use pronouns, she uses she her. Now the voice actor goes by they them pronouns, so it sounds like they're a bit of projecting onto what they're doing, despite the fact that Paimon already has an established character. She already has she her pronouns. Her age is she is quite old. Again, Kusanali is 500, but she's the height and appearance of a child. Um, we have here. Apparently, she was complaining about child's character. Um, okay, I don't like Tartaglia, but he's a great brother, and I agree, he is. When you do the quest, when you kind of at first you kind of have to take his brother Tusser around all over Liyue and all that, and then you go to like this factory where ruin guards are made and stuff like that, and the entire time, Child's like, yeah, we have to get him, we have to make sure we catch up to him, and then he you're in the final room. There's like all these fucking ruin guards that come to life, and they make it pretty much to where you really can't beat them. Um, and then the cutscene plays where he comes in and he tells Tusa to turn around. That we're gonna play hide and seek. Turn around, count down from 20 or 30 or whatever it was. And not only is he protecting his brother, he doesn't want his brother to see him use this foul energy, his foul transformation. Once he transforms, he takes these guards out no problem. But he does it all just to protect his brother. Um, People, she might think that he's a bad person, or he's really not. He's really not. Considering if we take what the Sarisa might be doing, leading a rebellion against Celestia. Celestia is a horrible place. It is a horrible place. So, the Sarisa who he serves, in the Fatui, people are thinking that she's trying to lead this rebellion and to topple Celestia because it has it has their hand in too many things. You know, it erodes people's spirits and souls and this and that. You know, when they have a gnosis, it connects them to Celestia. That's why she's collecting all these gnosis. That's why someone like the Raiden Shogun or Zhongli had no problem giving away their gnosis, because it's like, I don't need it. I don't want it anymore. They were still archons. They still had amazing powers, but it's gonna be some kind of rebellion. I think we're gonna go to Celestia and try to destroy it, so that way it can't cause any more harm. So he works for the Tsaritsa, who is trying to topple the gods, the real main problem. So he's not a bad person. He is a good, likable person. Zhongli knows who he is. He has no problem. And Zhongli, the guy is 6,000 years old. I'm pretty sure he can tell a good person from a bad person. He has no problem with with Child. They're kind of friends. So to say that Child is a bad person and a bad brother, he's not a bad brother. He's not a bad brother in any sense. Every time, you know, there was, what was it? Part of the quest, you know, he had, there was some Fatui there, and he's talking to them, and we and Tusser show up. Instead of giving orders like he was continuing to do, he changes it up because he told Tusser he's like a traveling toy salesman. So he sees his brother, and instead of continuing, he changes, like, okay, yeah, guys, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna sell toys and, you know, bring happiness to all these kids, because he sees his brother. He cares about his brother. Once again, a person thinking that they know the character better than the people who wrote them. And that's one problem with freaking Americans and just the Western society in general, is they think they know better than everyone else. So you're going to sit there and tell the Chinese that they're wrong about their character when they're the ones who wrote it? Again, this person has no input whatsoever. They are a voice actor. They don't write the script. They don't write the lore. They didn't create the fucking game. They go there, say their lines, and that's all they fucking do. And yet somehow this person thinks they know more than the Chinese who are actually writing the characters. Just the fucking ego that Americans have is just unparalleled. The moral high ground that they think they have. Oh yeah, Paimon's non-binary. No, Paimon refers to themselves as she, her numerous times. Paimon's not a child. How do you know? Even if it's never been stated, we know Paimon's not a child. Paimon's been around for quite a while. Again, Kusanagi, look at Zhongli. Zhongli is 6,000 years old. And he appears to be maybe what? 20s, 30s? So when you have a longer life, you're going to take longer to get to those other stages. Again, Kusanagi is 500, not 500, but she is the size and appearance of a child. So to say that it's just ridiculous. And again, it just shows what is wrong with Western society today. And not just today. I mean, it's been a thing. And as I said, I have nothing but respect for voice actors when they're doing their job. But when they go online and they talk about this stupid shit like, oh yeah, I suddenly know more than the people who are creating it, you're the voice actor. You know, you don't see Japanese voice actors coming out and saying this stupid shit. No, it is always the American voice actors. Because they want to put themselves up on this high pedestal, like they know everything. They know more than, you know, when it comes to like anime, they think that they know more than the Japanese who are creating characters. They know more than the Chinese who are creating characters. You are voice actors. You have no say at all. At all. You may say sometimes, like I know Sean Schimmel, when you know, he's the voice of Goku, where he might read the script and be like, oh well, you know, I don't think Goku would say that. You know, the American version of Goku. I don't think he would say that. We should change it this. That's about as much input as they get. But personality-wise, backstory, they don't get to create it. You're the voice actor. You just voice it. You can change things that they might say sometimes, like if it's, translation-wise, you're like, oh, I don't think they would say that or say that way. And that's about as far as it goes. You have no input when it comes to the story. You have no input when it comes to the lore of the character. And you certainly can't change things that have already been established. Paimon is not non-binary, meaning they don't identify as anything. Paimon has referred to herself several times as she, her. So this person is just projecting their crap onto another person, and a fictional person at that. I understand, oh, it's fictional, shouldn't matter. It's established, though. If it was like a blank slate and whatever, go ahead. But Paimon's already an established character. It's like the shipping. You all these people on fucking Twitter like, oh no, they can't be together. I think one of them was Ito and Kujo Sara. And it's like, no, that's stupid. We all know that Sara is with the Raiden Shogun. It's like, really? Has that ever been established in the lore? Is it canonical? If people want Ito and Sara together, why can't they be together? Like Beidou and Ningguang. Now that is one I can actually believe. You see the context that happens in the game and the way they speak to each other, and you're like, yeah, something's going on with them. But if it's not canonical, it can be whatever you want. And yet you have usually Americans saying, no, that's not right. Get off your fucking high horse. But in anime, in Genshin Impact, just because someone appears to be a child doesn't mean they are. I think the only one who actually, even Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi appears to be a child, but she's a dead child. She's a zombie. And she's been dead for quite some time and, resurrected by the Adepti. But she appears to be a child. She's, how old is she? Like a couple 100 years old or something like that? But she appears to be a child. Kusanali appears to be a child. And actually, I think Diona is a child as well. I think she's like 12 or 13 or something like that. So, technically she's a teenager. But she's got, of course, she's a cat, so. Sayu, I think, is a child as well. But Kusanali's 500. She's not a child. Anime people just age differently. Lee is going to age differently because of her race. Kusanali ages differently because she's an Archon who can pretty much just go on living as long as she doesn't get killed by anything. And Zhongli is 6,000 years old and only appears to be 20, 30 years old. But Americans need to just shut up sometimes. Seriously. You're a voice actor. You don't have control over the lore. You don't have control over the story. What's already established is established. And just because it's your head canon doesn't make it real. But anyways, that's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.